this video, we're going to demonstrate my timesheet for individuals such as general foremen, safety representatives, mechanics, office personnel, etc. We'll go through the process of time entry, and then for administrators, we'll take you through the setup process on how to set up my timesheets. So this general foreman has been set up. We're going to go into his timesheet, and we'll open a transaction, and it shows the grid at the top, which is the summary for the current week. And here's the totals for that summary also here, each day of the week. And when the timesheet initially opens, it opens to show jobs. So we're going to go to Monday. The first thing this general foreman is going to do is select which jobs that he has been on this day and needs to apply time to. So we're going to pick those two jobs. You'll notice there's a second row of selects here. Some organizations will have shared equipment between crews managed by a single individual, such as the general foreman. So when the crew is set up, they designate whether that piece of equipment is for theirs use or is a shared piece for the crews. So this indicates that some of this equipment has been put out on a job, and rather than having the crew foreman have to add that piece for just a single day or two, the general foreman is responsible. So in this case here, we're saying that some of the shared equipment is going to be put on those two jobs. Once we've done selecting our jobs here, and also notice these are my jobs that as general foreman are my in progress jobs. I can also see my pending start jobs and field complete jobs. So we're just keeping this as a manageable list. These are other jobs. If I get called upon to go support another general foreman's work, I can go and put my time there. And then sometimes it's appropriate that time goes to overhead. So here's estimating and safety, and we could have vacation and other overhead related jobs set up that we could charge to. So we'll not do that today. Once we have these jobs picked, we enter our hours, and we've set up this general foreman that he's working 5 8-hour days. That's his default, and it splits the time between the two jobs that we said they were going to actually be on. And as it turns out, we had 5 hours on that job. So you can see it changes the other one to 3, and we're good. And then there's the other two that we said we had equipment on. And this is our equipment. So units 20, 30, 40, 50. So that backhoe, number 40, was on that job for 10 hours today. And that air compressor was on that job for 10 hours today. So that's going to make sure these get costed properly in the system. And if these were time and expense jobs, then that would also be pushed to the billing system. Also note back here, when we split up the hours, this general foreman is assigned a per diem of $100 a day. So that was ratioed across the jobs. And the equipment time followed the general foreman's time. This is the unit number 10 is that general foreman's truck. Once they're done with that, submit. And at that point we have time entered, and it will go into the time review process. Alternately, the foreman can wait until the end of the week and submit the entire week. But as soon as an individual day is submitted, we have an indication with the corner tag that it's been submitted. Once this has been approved, that corner tag will go to green. Just that simple, quick and easy. And for a lot of our customers that don't use this crew support equipment feature, it's even simpler and easier. So as we build the standard crews, what we're doing is basically having this for the foreman. The foreman will come in, pick their job or jobs. and go ahead and set that up. We'll go next where we'll then be able to see all the individuals on the job and then process it through. So this is going to allow us in one pass to put time to multiple jobs for a multi-person crew as we get the next portion of this ready to go. But hopefully we can get a couple of you users to grab a hold of this and run with it. So I'm going to jump over here to the contract manager. And for the administrators out there, all you have to do is come into your people. You designate that that person uses the timesheet. It will then give you timesheet settings down here. So we can say what phase code do we want to use for their time, whether they can charge time to assigned jobs or overhead jobs or both, what the default per diem is, what's their default work week. Once that's set up, that makes it available to those individuals. In setting up the crew, we manage our crews. And here's that GF's crew. And here, instead of standard job crew, we make it a general time crew. And if we go in here, you'll see that the individual is in here. Here's their default craft and class. Here's the equipment. This first piece is tagged as my equipment. And here's that crew equipment we saw. It's not tagged as my equipment, so therefore it's assumed to be crew. And it's just that simple to administer time in UnitsPro now. And we're hopeful that within the month we'll be seeing our standard crew timeout, followed by rolling all of these into our mobile app, which will make this even cleaner to use.